So we had a beautiful yoga lesson on the beach with Talia, a Greek Peruvian lady, and her website is here below. Next to the hotel, the Apollo Divani, a five-star hotel, we had a beautiful start to the day. Meditation, yoga. She was really an excellent teacher. Then came the part with George King, which is all about fasting, intermittent fasting. Everybody just couldn't get enough of George King's presentation. He's such a charismatic teacher.
So say what you like.
Sex! Everybody sex!
And then we headed into the spa. I did a meditation for them about their year ahead and a whole workshop which is coming right up. You're going to have a full understanding of what I was telling them in the workshop for manifesting your best year yet. We have about 3/4 of an hour before we go into the yoga on the beach. So I'll do a quick introduction. We're going to actually focus on making 2025 your best year ever. How many of you are ready to make this year the best year so far?
All of us.
And I believe that a lot of the work we're going to do today, we're going to meet here in exactly 1 year from now and verify the results. And you're going to be like, oh my God, Auguste, it's incredible. I had put this down and this happened. I had put this down and this happened. Right? Wouldn't that be amazing if some of this can happen? I believe that a lot of you are going to get a lot of your stuff done. Even my friend Katrina has a testimonial, a story to say. Let's hear her about how we worked on it.
Oh, okay. Well, many a year ago, I went to visit Alkistis. I went to visit Alkistis on a holiday, but instead I was her guinea pig.
Yeah, she
tried out all the stuff that she does now. And one of the things that we did is that I wrote down everything I wanted to accomplish in my life, in the future anyway, obviously. And this letter sort of got misplaced in my things because I'm a bit messy. Anyway. And I came upon it maybe 10 years ago, because this happened even before that. And everything in this list had happened. Everything that I had written down that I wanted. Where I was living, the man I imported, everything was there. What I mean is that I had found the partner I was looking for, the lifestyle I was looking for. I was a bit vague back then about my job, so that took longer to manifest. But I got it as well eventually. And so, yeah, it worked.
Thank you, Katrina. Thank you for sharing this. So, like I said, be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you write down and think about today, because everything we think has an energy, right? Energy, electricity. Everything is energy. Our thoughts are energy, okay? And even more than our thoughts, I would say, are the feelings linked to the thoughts, okay? Because I might say, by 2025, I'm going to be a millionaire from my online business. But if I'm saying that affirmation, that sentence, but at the same time I have this feeling of fear and insecurity and doubt, that will sabotage the thought. So the feeling, the energy is more important than the thought. I want you to keep that in mind too. So how many of you have worked a little on your New Year's resolutions or plan for what you want to accomplish? Have you done any work? Yes. A little bit. Yeah. Like Elena, you say yes. Do you write down something every year? You write down.
I'm taking advantage of the season of winter. You know, the miscommunication about the seasons is that winter is for celebration and having fun and enjoy, but winter is more inside the season where we have to spend time with ourselves and focus on the inside.
Right, introspection.
Exactly. And I'm taking advantage of this period, and when everyone is celebrating. The last years, on the New Year's Day, I prefer to spend alone the day before the New Year's Day and maybe during. And I'm writing down all
Write down
these
some of
things.
your
I'm doing some
resolutions.
cleansings.
Cleansing.
I'm trying with my English. And yes.
So absolutely, excellent point.
Helps.
And Elena knows this because she's a Feng Shui expert, energy expert, and she knows that now is the time where we put the seed of what is to grow. And you know, in many ancient religions, except for before Jesus Christ, many other, for example, the Greek god Dionysos was born on the 25th of December of a virgin mother.
He was my son.
Dionysos,
Yeah.
right? That's how you name your son. Wonderful. And before Dionysos, in ancient India and Persia, they had Mithras, another god, born on the 25th, a virgin mother, did miracles. So this is a common theme that things are born here. They're the seed, and then they grow over the year. It's an energy. And in spring, things start to bloom, right? So I use something that's also in the book I'm going to show you, something called a vision board. Have any of you ever done a vision board?
Yes.
Right.
No.
Okay, so like if we had the whole day in this retreat, which we're going to do other time, we would spend some time making a vision board. A vision board is something like a collage where you can take from the newspapers, magazines, and put things that you want to see happening during this year. For example, I have more corporate retreats, corporate wellness. I have living in the now, joy, sensuality, fitness, the dream hotel, you know, retreats in dream hotels, making the right moves, you know, strategy, sailing, all these things that making more better use of time, relaxation. So all of these things are things that you can put on a vision board and look at it, you know, in your kitchen or first thing in the morning, in your bedroom, on your, you know, where you have your beauty place, your mirrors, whatever. And you will refer to it. It's like an advertisement, a trailer. And if you want to be even more creative, you can do a video. But first you can start with a PowerPoint presentation, getting images from the internet and putting yourself in the images too. For example, if you want to say, I'm this, you know, overweight, then you're going to get a photoshopped picture of yourself as you want to be, and you're going to stick it there, and you're going to see yourself. Oh yes, I am 60 kilos. From 80, I went to 60 kilos. So this is the idea of the vision board. You make a PowerPoint presentation. If you, as I said, I work with video, or you can get someone to make a video, and you can add music to it, like a theme song. It's your song, a title. You can get really creative and make basically a film of your future. And why would you do this? See, one of the things is that if you can dream it, if you can visualize it, you can do it. What happens is your subconscious begins to believe that it's already happened. It's already happened. I already went to Egypt. I already am 60 kilos. I already am making $1 million from my online business. I already am living in a beach house. I already am living with my soulmate. You see what I mean? So as you're watching this film, this vision, it's the thing of you're seeing a film like it's already happened. Not I want it to happen, I wish it to happen. Because what happens when you want it? You're straining. You are in a situation of strain. I want to live by the beach. It's already happened. And by the way, like, you have to also go into the feelings you would have if it already happened. For example, if you did have your dream house, or if you were living with your dream companion, what would be your feeling? Your feeling would be one of gratitude, relief. Oh, I'm so grateful. Look at that. I'm living in that dream house. I'm so grateful. I'm living with this guy or this woman. I already have this healthy child. So you would be more, instead of I want, I wish, I have to get, more like I'm just walking through the steps. It's already happened. You know, they say it's like you've been to the mountaintop. It's like if you knew you've already done it, then you enjoy the walk much more. You're not in a situation of doubt, fear, anxiety. You live your life as if it's already happened. How does that sound for you?
Great.
Okay, great. So that's the feeling. The feeling is the most important thing. So I want to share with you, there's so many things with manifestation. But I think that today, you're going to start getting a feeling more of what you want, right? What's the thing you most want to accomplish? So one of the things we're going to do is write down 3 wishes on these cards here. I'm going to hand you out some cards. And what you do, you take a card and pass it on, a card and a pen. And you just go in and write briefly without thinking about it too much. If 3 things could be achieved by the end of the year, what would be those 3 things? I'm going to give you some time to think about it. 3 wishes. Really, if I was a genie, the Greek goddess of manifestation, and we met, and I said, I can help you manifest what you want within 1 year, what would those 3, and the more specific, the better. Like, I'm making 100,000 from my online business this year. Or I met a wonderful, tall, dark, and handsome guy who we're living together, or we're dating, or we have a great relationship. Whatever you want.
Are we talking about you again?
Tall, dark, and handsome. We are not necessarily gonna, if you want to share, but it can be private. If you're enjoying today's video, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. It really helps with the ratings, as well as becoming a member of my channel, where you can have so many positive perks and benefits, like access to my online course, access to Monday webinars for manifesting your dream life. Coaches. So, who would like to share one of the 3? You're very welcome to.
Well, I could.
Please do.
Actually, it was something that I was thinking about, couldn't really express it, wasn't really sure if it would fit in the context of the exercise, so to speak, but I saw it at the board before, and I said, okay, why not? I'll go with that because it's fundamental for me. It's important, and it's challenging too, because it's not easy for me to be in the present, being in the now.
Being in the now.
So I've actually, the way that I've tried to express it, to put it down in paper, let me just put my glasses back on for a second, is that living in the now and enjoying the process. Because I tend to put goals, and sometimes I catch myself living either in the future, which for me is a source of anxiety, because I need to pick up my pace to get there, or living in the past, which for me is a source of regret sometimes. So I want to be focused in the present, in the moment. That's the first thing that I've written down. Because for me, this is the starting point. The rest should follow.
I think that is one of the most powerful goals I've ever heard, frankly.
Βούδας. Να ζεις στιγμή.
Live in the moment, enjoy, accept, and appreciate. I would say the word appreciate the present. when I appreciate something, even if something difficult is going on in the present, you're like, I can appreciate this is a challenge for me now. Okay. The Greek philosophers, the Stoics, have a saying called amor fati, love what is. Accept the facts, accept them. I wouldn't say love it. Amor means more accepting and appreciating. For example, I was on the call to my bank and it was getting difficult with a credit card, this, that, and the other. And I was getting frustrated with the customer service. And I thought, look at this Aigis thing. How can we actually appreciate this moment? And then I decided, well, this is like a game, like the Survivor game, where there's obstacles, and they go through the obstacles, the hoops, they swim, they do this, they do that. And I'm like, you're like in a game right now, in a game. Consider it a game, and you have to solve things along the way. And finally, of course, I did get, because everything is solvable in the end. I mean, everything you can find some way. So I did get it in the end. And instead of suffering through the process, I actually appreciated that. Look at this. This is a game I haven't even paid for. Like, you paid to go into these, what are those rooms? Escape rooms.
Escape room? I love it.
We pay for the experience of going to escape rooms, right?
Is there one here?
To be
Many, many escape rooms.
Yeah, Dave wants to organize us to go to an escape room. But I think that every challenge is a bit like an escape room. And you should say, you know what? I've paid for this. I've paid for this. They're just fulfilling their roles. This customer service, the person there. This is a game. And some people do actually believe that this is some kind of game of the mind. If we believe Elon Musk, we're living in a simulation. If we believe Plato, the ancient Greek philosopher, we're living in the Matrix. Maybe this is a very real virtual reality game. Even if it isn't, if you adopt that attitude that this is just a game, I've even paid for it, I've prepaid. And these people are just entertaining me. They're fulfilling their role. They have lines. And my job is to get out of here. And I like this game. Instead of saying, this sucks, everything's frustrated, and start changing your state. Remember, it's all about the state that you're in. Thank you for sharing. That's a very important game. So lovely. Who else wants to share a goal? It could be more down to earth. So.
I have a little bit of the same challenge in the way like that I like to be busy and I like to do a lot out of my excitement for life. So I need to tone down a little bit. So I made this very specific resolution to take 1 day per week off. No household, no projects, no sports, because then again it becomes a target, So just wake up
and stay in bed
and see like, okay, what do I want to do? Would I go for a walk, have a nap, read a book? Because most of the time if I start reading a book, I don't like fiction, so I always go for non-fiction, self-help books, and I'm like, oh, this is interesting. And then I start looking up on my phone, like after 5 minutes, and I'm creating an action plan in my head. I should do this. And then I contact people and I start organizing and doing things again. So, that's my downfall. So I note it down, take 1 day off mentally.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And what you're telling your subconscious with that, or even that you're here in this seminar, by taking this action, this decision, you're actually telling your subconscious, I know that everything is going to work out exactly as it should. So you're coming into life with confidence and not fear. Fear, pushing all the time, pushing. Sometimes you have to push back and let it come to you. Because if you're pushing, you're sometimes pushing it away, And the pushing comes from fear and insecurity and anxiety. So by taking the decision, I'm doing a wellness retreat once a month, I'm waking up once a week and I give myself a day off. this is what you're telling your subconscious, that I'm confident that I'm attracting the best results. Things are coming to me. Yes, I will take action, but I don't need the stress. This is a change, and in a way, what happens is things come more to you when you're in that flow state. That's the state, the flow state. Beautiful. God, these are insights amazing.
Está, εντάξει, δεν θα το βάλω.
We'll see. Make a bump in.
Φτάνει για φέτος.
Who else wants to share?
You have a bunch.
Dave.
So I'm also in the space of helping people, and so when I hear what you wrote down, I want to say, oh, but you can do this. So I'm gonna nod. I'm gonna say, fuck God. But one of my goals this year is to shut it down. Shut the fuck up is not gonna happen. Part of it. One of my goals is to take 3 months, so I'm not seeing clients right now. I took the first 3 months of the quarter, first 3 months of the year, so the first quarter, and not do anything but travel. But one of my goals that I wrote down is to impact 1 million people. And so this was a goal for the last 3 years to positively impact 1 million people. And so we'll see what happens this year. But I keep trying, I keep doing.
So you mean 1 million followers?
1 million people in general. So if it's followers, if it's clients, if it's seminars.
So you have a list and you count them?
Yeah.
Really?
I add it up. Every year I add it up.
Yeah.
Okay. If you already have one, you can give it to a friend. Little Christmas stars.
Thank you so much.
But these exercises will help you to manifest life. It's actually a workbook. It's a workbook. So you can go through some of your, we'll do a few exercises. This is the end of our first module. We're going to move towards the beach now. Sharon is going to take you to the place where we're going to do the yoga. Looking forward to seeing you on next month's retreat. Don't miss it.